Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. Welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. My name is Gina Pike. So happy to have you here with me today. Wow. I could tell I'm really out of practice. I don't really do vlog style videos. I always kind of have a purpose to my knitting. I just woke up. It's 6 o'clock. I'm trying to do a little bit more flexible things. I hope I can make this interesting. I feel like I'm kind of a boring type of a person. But let's see, after it took me forever to get my video done yesterday because I'm not one just to kind of film everything, and I'm more of I have a purpose. Let's talk about this. So it took me a little while to get into filming it, then editing it. So I apologize for getting that put up so late. But I thought this morning, as soon as I turned on my camera, I'll tell you about what I plan to get done today. Today is Friday. Day 2 of Vlogmas. I think I've said that. Let's see. After I turned off the camera, I told you guys I was going to do the MCAL. I didn't get any of that done. Started until like 9 o'clock, but I was up until about 10:30. I was able to get cast it on and a little bit of knitting done. I'll show you that later on. I was able to get a couple of packages ready for the mail. I had a couple of winners send me their information, so I'll get these out today. Got those all packaged up. I have waiting on one person to contact me who won out in my November giveaway. I got my stuff ready to film for my second Advent giveaway. I'm gonna try to do that today. First thing I always do is I get some coffee. My coffee is finishing up making. My husband's getting up, getting ready, starting to wake up too. I read my Bible while I read some coffee. That's the first thing I like to do every morning. And then I'm going to get busy on some things. I've got to get my shower, get these in the mail, and I'm going to, this is the first skein of that yarn from Suburban Stitchers. I was going to do the shawl pattern from that let's see, I printed it. It's 20 pages. Oh, I didn't print the first page. Of course not. It's While Tomorrow Comes or something. I'll put the real name over my face. It's While Tomorrow Comes or something like that. Anyway, I'm not sure that I'm going to do this because I'm rethinking the things. So as I get into that, later on I'll explain to my knitting. I'll explain kind of what I'm thinking for my projects. But I'm going to hand wind these, and I want to show my tree up a little bit closer. I've got more Advent stuff to do, Advent reading stuff to do for today, and this weekend, Brian and I are going to be doing the rest of our decorations. I know I showed you guys a lot of trees. We did not, I still got to put lights on them. We got to put them out. We got to decorate the outside of our home. We got to do all our bushes. We usually do the roof line of our home. And this year we kind of, we decided, I don't think we're going to do it. It's a lot of work. I was sick for a month and a half. And I'm not feeling great. You know, I don't think he's feeling so great either. So I think we're going to be doing more of the trees inside and outside, and maybe the bushes, and maybe call it that for this year. A little bit lower key than we normally are. We're on the corner. I'll try to show you our decorations when we get them finished outside. But that'll be this week, after this weekend. Probably Saturday we're going to do that. So that's why my decorations are a little sparse. But I do want to show you my tree up a little bit closer, and these beautiful ornaments that people sent me. And thank you again to Mary Beth and Tammy for doing that. And let's see, I'm going to show you the yarn on my tree. And again, I want to try to get some knitting done. I want to try to get my video filmed a little bit quicker than I did yesterday and edited. I'm really out of the editing practice. This is one of the things I don't like about making videos is the editing. And the editing yesterday, I think it took me quite a few hours. That's why I did not post till 8:30 last night. Because after you edit it, I don't know if if you've ever thought about it. If you do videos, you understand this. But once you do a video, you have to edit it. You have to, and the way I did it yesterday, I wasn't getting into the right groove, so I had a lot of cuts, move this here, cuts, move this here, cut this part. I had a lot of pauses, so I was trying to think of what I was going to say. So I had a lot of editing to do on my video yesterday. And then I have some music already picked out, but I was trying to find the right music and how to order it and stuff. So for me, it just sometimes takes me a while to get it all done. Then you got to compile it. Once you get it edited into, you have your software program, you cut it and put all the music and everything, get it all right, compile it. Then you got to upload it to YouTube. Depending on the length of that, it can take for a while. And then it's got to convert to high definition. And then I do a QA check of my video. So I'll watch it again. And that's why usually if you're the first person to my video, it might have 1 or 2 watches. And that's me doing my QA check to make sure I didn't leave in something that wasn't supposed to be there, like a long pause, or I didn't, maybe I said something twice. Trying just to make sure that it's the best quality that I can put out. Sometimes I leave things in just because I might be a little bit too lazy to go back and redo all of that. But I have done my videos several times before. If I make a mistake or something. And anyway, you QA it, so you got to watch it again, and then you got to go in and you got to put all of that stuff underneath the video. And yesterday I had a lot of little links. I had to put in there music references to make sure you give proper credit to the music. I'm getting really boring and into the details, but and all the links that you got to do for the things that you said that you were working on, the yarn stores, all of that stuff. So it can take a little while to get all that done. So anyway, that's the plan for today. I'm going to get my coffee. I heard it go off. I'm going to spend some time with God and my Bible. I love to do that first thing in the morning. That's my routine. And then I want to get a shower and get my day going. I want to get this knitting done. I've got to do clue 1. I don't think I mentioned it. Clue 1 is called Orchids. But I want to show you this a little bit more later on and talk about the cast on. You can see the cast on, the beads here. I did a picot cast on and then got it. This is just the edging, get it started. I didn't get into it. I think I got the first 2 rows of the pattern started. I got like 42 rows and then the 8 rows of interludes. I've got 50 rows of that to knit today. I'm hoping I can get that done today because tomorrow Clue 2 comes out, and we got all that stuff to do on this weekend with decorations. We have church on Sunday. I want to try to get out and get a few more decorations for you guys, and they show you some things going around our city. We had tree lighting last weekend. It was really rainy and cold. We wanted to go, but I was still, just getting over being sick, so we didn't go because it was so wet. But I would love to go see the tree in downtown McKinney. We want to go to downtown Dallas because there's a lot of stuff there. And I'm hoping we can get out and take you guys along for a few of the activities that we want to do. So let's get our day started. And good morning. I'm trying to learn how to vlog after doing YouTube for two and a half years. Anyway, good morning. I'll be back in a little bit. Hey, I've been working on this a little bit last night. This is the MCAL Calendar Stole by Bridget Koch. I did the picot beaded cast on. I'll put a link to the video that shows how to do it. in the description box below. It's a video by Astrid, who is Bridget's daughter. But you can see I alternated the beads, I'm using these beads that are different shades of gray. So I'm alternating the beads in the cast on. I won't do beads again until the interlude, so I don't know why I poured these out. I still got like 40 something rows to go before I need those.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. The snow is laying 2 feet deep. Now wish upon a falling star, so all your secret dreams can come true. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the
Okay, so I'm back. I've gotten my shower. I've gotten a little bit of knitting done. I was able to spend a little time on Ravelry. I've got to get busy and do some emails and comments. I did see a few comments from yesterday. 1 second. I know someone said something about the stockings that I showed in my intro. I'm going to be going through those and explaining those. Those are family heirloom tradition stockings. I'll explain that in another day. I kind of do want to share some of the things that I've shown just in the short time we've been doing this. The stockings are one of them. My husband's stocking is, I think he got that when he was a year or 2 years old, so it's over 50 years old, and very special. So I'll explain that a little bit more. I think today I want to focus on the tree and get a little bit closer and show you some of the ornaments in the tree, because I don't think you can see all of them so far away. And then we'll get into opening the yarns and for Advent, and and I want to also, I didn't explain this as well, the little Advent wooden calendar is new this year, and my husband put stitch markers in there to open up every day to go with, you know, the yarn stuff. So I thought that was really sweet. And let's see, I showed you some of my knitting. I did start winding the first skein of the Miss Babs, the pink skein. I think I'm going to use that for the Adventurer Scarf and Wrap from Amber O'Brien. I think I decided to go ahead and just wind that and get that going. So when I get the second skein, I'll wind that, and maybe I can get that cast on here in the next day or so. But I am still behind on my MCal, and that third clue's coming out tomorrow. This is all as far as I've gotten so far. You can kind of see the pattern starting here, but I haven't gotten very far. I did get the cast on, and did get a little bit of the lace knitted. And that's about as far as I have gotten today, but I hope to have a little bit more time this afternoon to do some knitting. So I'll tell you what, let's go look at the ornaments on the tree, and then we'll do the Advent stuff, and we'll do the opening all the ornaments and stuff like that. Okay, here, let's get a little bit closer on some of these stuff with the tree. This was the stocking Tammy Sabo made me. Isn't that pretty? She sent that to me last year in a Christmas card. And then, of course, I just hung some mini skeins from, this is a Madeline Tosh, and I stuck in here like some of my scraps of yarn. I got some scrap balls in here, a sock yarn. I believe there's one right there. This is just a yarn tree. There's one right there. Let's see, and there's the yarn chickens that Mary Beth made. And then, of course, she made these beautiful Christmas ornaments last year and sent them to me. And they look so pretty on this tree. There's that one. And then there's that one she made. And then there's this one she made. They're beautiful. And, of course, you see my other little mini skeins of yarn. And then the yarn chicken, she also made those as well. This is kind of like a Mary Beth tree with Tammy influence, and then me putting the yarn in there. And then, of course, there's another yarn chicken at the top. I put more yarn, and then I put a Christmas skein to be the top of the tree along with a snowflake. I thought that was kind of fun and festive and different. So there you go. There's a little bit more close-up of this yarn tree for us.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. The snow is laying 2 feet deep. Now wish upon a falling star, so all your secret dreams can come true. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. There's something that happens when something that happens when December ends, when December ends, yeah. Oh, it's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. There's room at the table for big and for small. All Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby.
One of the things I forgot to mention is that there is a free pattern for today. I would love for you guys to grab it. It's called the 12 Days of Knitmas Make Along. Or it's a mystery knit along. This is sponsored by Nomadic Knits. I just saw it pop up in Ravelry. I did this mystery knit along in 2019, so 3 years ago. I'll show a picture of it. I actually have a video for it. This is before I started my YouTube channel. I knitted this, and it was so much fun. They have kits that they're selling for this, but it's a cowl. It's going to be a cowl, and all you need are 4 mini skeins, 4 20-gram mini skeins, and then a full skein of yarn. So you can make your own set. If you have, leftover scraps of yarn, you can use some of that to make this cowl if you want to. The pattern is free right now in Ravelry. I don't know if they're going to charge for it, if it's just going to remain free. But they have a Facebook group that's so much fun to participate in. So I wanted to mention this while it is brand new. I'll put a link to the pattern down below, and it has all the information about it. I believe you need 700 to 800 yards of fingering weight yarn, and then again in multiple colors. You need like a full skein, looks like kind of a neutral color, and then you can have pops of color with your mini skeins, or it's again leftover scraps of yarn. So it's a good way to use your advent sets or yarn that you just have left over from other projects. So I wanted to mention that. Again, that's the 12 Days of Knitmas Mystery Knit Along. It's a cowl. It's sponsored by Nomadic Knits. Day 2 for the Advent wreath says, prepare the way of the Lord, make straight his path. Isaiah 43. So for day 2 of Advent, I want to focus on the names of Jesus, and we're just going to start with Jesus. What does Jesus mean? Matthew 1:21 says, let me read this, Matthew 1:21. Also, I want to show something real quick. See this beautiful Bible, see this beautiful bookmark? This was also gifted to me. I didn't get a chance to show this because I was sick when this was sent to me. This was from my friend David Goforth, who makes these beautiful bears on Instagram. I'll link his Instagram account down below. But look, he knitted me this beautiful lace bookmark, and I'm using it in my Bible every day. I just love it. It's so pretty. Thank you, David. It's such a sweet gift. Let's see, Matthew. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. So God told Mary and Joseph to name the babe Jesus. So the name Jesus is a transliteration of the Hebrew name Joshua, which means the Lord is salvation. In Bible times, it was not an uncommon name. It's really not an uncommon name now either. Just like Jesus himself didn't appear out of the ordinary to those who grew up with him. Yet his given name holds great significance to who he is and what he did on earth. In the Old Testament, Joshua led the Israelites into Canaan. He saved the Israelite people through courageous leadership, charging into battle upon bloody battle, leading hundreds of thousands into the promised land. In contrast to the first Joshua, the second Joshua, Jesus, saved through an epic battle that he fought alone, quietly making the way for his people to enter the promised land of God's presence for eternity. Jesus came to save people from their sins. What the first Joshua was powerless to do, the second Joshua was born to accomplish. We're talking about Jesus. During Jesus' lifetime, the Israelites were waiting for a political leader like Joshua, who would free them from the yoke of Roman oppression and allow them to live in the land God had promised them, just as their forefathers had been freed from Egyptian slavery and led into Canaan. They wanted a macho man who would reinstate Israel as an autonomous country and make the Romans run in fear. But Jesus' perspective is always bigger than ours. His gaze was set on the universal dilemma of sin. His battle was one of cosmic proportions to deliver all who believe in him from the bondage of soul-deadening sin and welcome us into the family of God. Thank you, God, for providing a way for us. Thank you so much for spending the second day of Advent with me. I know this is a little bit shorter. Again, I'm going to just be giving you glimpses into my life. My life is a little bit boring. It's not so much to, do up. But I appreciate you all spending time with me today. It just means the world to me. I know that there are many people doing Vlogmas this year, and the time that you spend with me just means so much to me. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care of yourselves. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.